What's up, everybody? This is Leo from Daddy's Game Time, your friendly show about gaming, movies, and pop culture for young parents. I'm your host, Leo, and with me is
Rick
and
Francisco.
How's it going, guys?
It's going so. I like your shirts, guys.
Oh, thanks, man.
You like your shirt?
Oh, I got one too.
It's a pretty good
Awesome.
Christmas in July gift.
Yep.
Yeah. 'Cause
Although it's not July anymore.
It's how it is. So.
Yeah, but it was ordered in July, so that's what counts. Christmas
Yeah.
in July. Can't wait. Christmas, man. It's
So
almost
tell us a
here.
little about these shirts, Francisco. What's going on with these shirts here?
Well, these shirts right here, as you can see, it has a logo for Daddy's Game Time inspired by the old Super Nintendo logo. I don't know if you're old gamers like us. The Super Nintendo logo was just like this, and it's inspired by it, and of course our DGT logo.
DGT.
So if you like our shirts, you can get this shirt too yourself. Oh, and in the back we have our big logo. I don't know if you can see it. The big logo. Right there. Yeah, so right there. So it's pretty. Oh, yeah, el Minion. So it's pretty cool.
Minions like it.
They're available at our website, thatisgametime.com/merchandise. So many more designs. You can get this same design in different colors. So something to think about.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I like the blue.
Yeah.
It'll blend in when we have a blue screen here in the studio.
We have something cool going on behind us. What is
well,
that? Leo?
it's a little experiment. It's a green screen. But like I said, it's an experiment, you know.
And something's playing right now,
Something
right?
new, so
like they don't see green, they see something playing in the back.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Old
That's pretty
pictures
cool.
of little Pancho when he was baby showering.
You do not have baby pictures of me.
Oh, we'll find some.
Oh, we just find some random guy and say it was you.
Say it was Pancho. Baby Pancho.
It's not even a baby picture. It's some
It's like little baby Jesus.
Yeah, so like
a toy.
so what's up with the minions here? What's going on here?
Haven't you heard? Minion Mania is
Minion
running wild
Mania,
across
dude.
the United States of America and across the world. Yeah,
You can't go anywhere without hearing anything about Minions.
Yeah, the kids love Minions.
I admit they're cool, they're funny, they're cute and all that, but it's kind of getting out of hand. Everywhere you go, Minions. But
I like Minions,
that's
but
the craze. That's the fad right now.
I like the Minions because they're good for the kids. You know, the kids have fun with them, but they're not
this one.
They're not annoying. They're not annoying like, let's say, like Barney or.
But they're evil.
Why?
Because they're evil.
Yeah, they
work for bad
evil
guys.
sidekicks.
No, they're psychics for evil people. That's
you
what
know.
they're attracted to.
So they're evil.
But they're so good that they like end up killing off the.
They're evil by association, Leo.
Oh, okay.
Which, by the
Guess
way,
so.
do you guys want to go to Mars? They're taking volunteers right now
For Mars?
for Mars. It was
Planet Mars?
Yeah, planet Mars, dude. They're starting to try to colonize Mars. And there's actually this big story in the news. I cannot remember the astronaut, but his wife was selected to go to Mars. So basically, she's just gonna say bye to her family because they will not see her again.
Because as it is right now, doesn't it take like 20 years just
Something
to
like
get
that,
there?
just to get there.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And
I thought it was like a 2-month trip or something. No.
no, dude, and basically what they're saying is
Well, I
that
don't know if it's 20
they
years, but
did
it's a long
find water.
time.
They have found traces of water in the planet. So basically that means that they can plant trees. Once there's trees, oxygen and earth too.
See, this sounds like an interesting topic, like 50 years from now, when they have better agricultural advancements.
We're not gonna see it. You know,
Well,
like
of course we're not, but it's kind of like saying like, we're gonna take a big chunk of your life just to send you there, and you could probably die.
yeah.
Because we're still...
Somebody has to start it.
What I don't understand is why they don't just do a little test run to the moon. Because
It's a different environment.
so they can prove. No, I'm saying so they can prove people wrong. Because there's still a big
It's kind of
number
like
of
saying,
people out there
we're
saying
gonna-
like that was all a hoax.
I mean, whether it's possible or not, it all depends on the tech and the ability that people have right now.
Rover made it.
Rover, it's a machine.
Exactly.
and
that
if
was
it-
a test run.
And if it died, well, I'm saying it's kind of like saying, we're going to test if people can live under the water. We're going to test by sending you to the desert. It's a completely different environment. I mean, that's an over.
Well, that's what they're saying. It's basically they're taking a full group of people who are gonna set up camp. In other words, have their own, like, I don't know, control system with environment close to what Earth is like, so that they can actually live. But once they start having more babies out there, new humans, they want them to start assimilating to the planet.
That's what I mean though. Like, okay, unless
it's cold, it's really cold out there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they started
in daylight,
this,
I think they say it's something like plus like 200 degrees, and nighttime is like minus 200 degrees. I might be thinking of a different planet, but I think it was Mars.
That's what I'm saying. Like, unless they started this idea decades ago and construction, that's what I'm saying. So if construction was already started, they got some kind of dome or sphere or whatever kind of space age thing you want to call it for people to live in, like, cool, start it off from there. But right now it's kind of like, we're going to take over building materials and supplies and whatnot and start right now. It's like,
well, they have tents on clearance at Walmart right now.
Yeah, I mean, they do
I did get one of those.
And they seem like pretty airtight once you get the zipper.
Yeah. See, what people didn't know is that when you bought those, you automatically signed up for that program.
Yeah, you're going.
I know.
See you later, guys.
Once you send in the registration card for it, yeah, it was a bye-bye.
Mars wasn't the name of the product; it was the name of the program.
Quick little side note, I just want to add, NFL training camp started.
Yeah.
And my team seems like the quarterback improved, 49ers.
Mr. Moss.
Colin Kaepernick. And, but I still don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl this year, guys. They're missing way too many pieces, I think.
Squidward's not going to pull through?
Nope.
I'll grab a Krabby Patty when they lose.
Krabby Patty or Krabby Patty?
Cranky Patty.
Krabby Patty.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, man.
Dude, another thing, big news, guys. Star Wars is now going to have TV shows.
On Netflix.
On Netflix.
Yeah, I saw your brother posted that to you the other day.
Yeah, which, by the way, my brother loves the show. So, shout out to my brother.
Shout outs.
Say his name, man.
Yeah, his name is Alfonso.
All right. Well, no, he has a cool nickname though, or a few cool nicknames. You don't want to say any of them? I like your nicknames, man.
And we actually, he got a Daddy's Game Time shirt too.
He did?
Sweet.
Oh, nice.
He's repping.
Yeah.
He's
pretty
repping us.
excited.
Nice.
He actually likes our show. Go figure.
Cool. Yeah.
No, I was actually, you know what? I was looking at our subscribers list, which, by the way, thank you. We have really cool subscribers. And it's like, I was like, whoa, that person is following us.
J.J. Abrams.
Exactly, Mr. Robert Downey Jr. I mean, I was like,
he's waiting for that interview, dude.
Some James Cameron guy.
Yeah, it's like, I was like,
owns the number 1 and number 2 highest grossing films of all time.
Yeah. So I was pretty surprised. I'm in shock, but awesome. So that's why we have to give those people good shows.
Along the lines of celebrities and whatnot here, director, what was that link you put, or was it you that posted about the Gundam?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With
Michael Bay.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, his movies are pretty far out there, which I like the action. It's cool, but anime is all explosions. That's like all it is.
I think he'll fit right in with anime, and he'll soon discover that it's just like what everybody else is doing.
But that's what I'm saying.
Whereas in film, the world of films, it was like he's the only one that goes.
He's like a pioneer in that. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like he's gonna go into a field that it's already being done. It's like he's not gonna leave a mark. He's just going to work. Nothing different. So I don't know. I like Gundam. It's awesome. I love that anime series.
Never watched it.
I've seen like 2 series. There's like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 series. But I've seen like 2 of them. But all I remember is they're huge robots. You kill one and what's going to happen?
Explodes.
Yeah. I can guarantee you though that movie is going to be better than the freaking crap that Sony bought. 7 figures, okay? They pay 7 figures for this movie idea. Not even a movie, it's just an idea. It was Warner Brothers, Universal, Sony, Paramount, all the big studios fighting for this idea. Because they want to make a movie out of this. And they went into a bidding war. Sony won. They paid 7 figures. Not just 6 figures. 7 figures. For the Emoji Movie.
What's emoji? What is that?
Exactly. It's basically those little facial
the facial things? a movie about this?
There's a movie about the emoji.
Sony's going to make it because there's this dude who has this idea for an emoji movie, and he went and pitched it to those studios. They went freaking crazy. They wanted it, and Sony won by paying 7 figures for that idea.
I'm thinking of like a Pac-Man type of movie, but there's no dialogue, like the old school black and white movies. You know, where they had the subtitles of what was kind of going on. Mm-hmm. So you see the emoji face, and then there's like a big old caption of what's going on throughout the whole movie.
What do you think, Leo? What is our world coming to?
I just don't see it happening. The first thing that popped into my mind was this article I read about the new Angry Birds movie. Mm. Have you guys heard about it? Mm. Well, you guys have known there's an Angry Birds movie in the works. It's been in the works for like 5 or so years
Ever
now.
Since it came out?
Pretty much. And the guy
animated or live action?
Animated, kind of like Rio.
Oh, then it'd probably be cool.
But the guy who does the voice for Olaf in the Frozen movie, he said he didn't want to do any more animation movies as a voice actor for a long time because he kind of, he got his taste of it, and he's like, okay, I did it. That was good. I don't want to just stick only to this. But he did mention in an interview recently, I forgot with who it was, but that he was given not only the script, but he was given this presentation of what the movie's gonna be, and they did kind of like a whole little like 30-minute thing. I think that's what he said, where they kind of like told him the gist of what the movie was,
the screenplay,
they got the little tiles was gonna be and all that, and he said it was surprisingly not only fun, but a smart movie. Similar to what they did with the Lego movie, where it wasn't just something dumb, where it was something like
point to it.
It has an actual point to it.
That makes me think though, like a few years back when they announced the Lego movie, everyone was like, well, that's gonna suck,
Yeah.
So okay, well, still emojis, come on.
But now, I mean, and then the Angry Birds, which really doesn't have much of a storyline. Somebody stole their eggs, they're trying to get them back, and they're angry.
But when you think about it, there is a lot you can do,
like more, within that,
more than the emojis. I mean, unless it's about the guy who invented the emojis, I don't see how it can be interesting.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Other than that, I mean, what else is in the news?
A bunch of stuff. Some lion got killed.
There's a whole bunch of stuff that
some lion got killed, and in Africa. But nobody cares about the thousands of children that die in Africa.
No. But let me tell you something though. When I saw the news,
how the lion died.
when I heard the news, I was like, okay, that sucks. It's really bad, whatever. And it's like I left it. But then I heard the details, and I was like, what the heck? Okay, first of all, full disclaimer: I do not know anything about lions. I know about the Lion King. Turns out lions are actually like the freaking Lion King. Let me explain. So Cecil, whatever his name was, the lion, he was wearing a collar. It was part of a study in Zimbabwe, I think is where it was, because he was like a freaking big celebrity. And this is, I was like, really? Okay, apparently when lions reach a certain age, they are run out by the younger lion. They're like, you know what? No, dude, it's my pride now. So they run them out, and of course, as they get older, their teeth start rotting, they're falling off, and they cannot hunt anymore. So they die of starvation. That's the fate that awaits the older lions. So Cecil reached, I don't know, I think he was like 10 years old. And so the younger lion is like, nah, you're old man, and he ran him out of the pride. So Cecil is like, all right, whatever, he ran away. But
pack my bags.
But then his younger brother, Jericho, actually teamed up with Cecil. They went back to the pride and took back his kingdom. And everybody was like, it's the first time it has ever happened.
They should make a movie about this instead of the emojis.
Because no lion does that. They do not team up with any other lions because they're supposed to be, the boss.
Yeah.
And so his younger brother teams up with him, takes back his kingdom, and then the dentist from Minnesota kills him. So that's why it was such a big deal. It's like,
Minnesota, you're screwing something.
I know. And the bad part about it was that like yesterday, the day before, I even told you guys, somebody reported that Jericho had been killed too. And Jericho's the younger brother. He was actually taking care of the cubs. Because what happens is that...
Who killed that guy?
Well, I'm
that
getting
lion,
to that.
I mean.
I'm getting to that.
That guy.
So what happens is that when the lion dies, the younger lion kills the cubs so that he can ensure his kingdom to keep going. You know, he don't want the other lion's cubs. So Jericho was actually taking care of them. They're like, no, they're my brother's cubs. You're not going to touch them, to the other lions. Mm-hmm. And Jericho kind of became the king of the pride again, or, you know, instead.
That's funny because in the animal kingdom, in prides, what happens is when a new lion comes in, he usually kills all the male cubs.
Exactly.
And this guy is taking care of them.
Yeah, he's like, no, they're my brother
cool.
cubs, dude. And they reported that he had been killed, but no, he wasn't. Like, they rectified that he's still alive.
Unless I was thinking of like a different type of cat, I thought the older ones were the ones that were the dominant ones, and the young ones, once they reach a certain age, they were like, no, you find your own.
No, they're dominant up to a certain point. That's why usually when a young lion does have male lions, like right off their first litter, they usually kill off all the first, like the first male lions. They just kind of like bite them. You just chew on their head. And
so that's why I was very, you know, surprised with this story, because it's like, seriously, this happens with lions?
If they make a movie of this, they'd call it The Lion King or something.
Because, dude, that's what the Lion King is about. Essentially, that's what it is. And that's
it's the dentist from Finding Nemo.
Dude,
no, they should make this like a movie like pre-Lion King, like Mufasa and Scar.
Dude.
Exactly. Dude, it's insane.
Makes me think of that comic, The Pride of Baghdad. Any of you ever read it? No? It's a comic based on a true story when the war in Baghdad was going on. And there was this zoo that, you know, like all of Baghdad got bombed on, I guess, so, including a zoo. And so these lions escaped. And other animals from the zoo had escaped and were just kind of like running through the city, and somebody made a comic book about it, and it's really cool. Like, it's really stylized, it's really neat, and extremely violent. Like, what happens to these lions trying to survive? Like, they go into this palace-looking place and they meet a grizzly and they fight against the grizzly, and it's just really cool, really interesting. That kind of reminds me of...
Sounds like an apocalypse type movie, but at the animal's point of view.
Dude, it's really tragic. It's like really like rated R like style, like really violent, you know. It's cool though.
Speaking of post-apocalyptic stories, you know, with all these remakes happening, you know, what was it? The one you saw?
Mad Max, dude. Fury
Mad
Road.
Max. And,
best movie of the year so far.
Mad Max.
And there's Hunger Games. There's Divergent, whatever, you know, all these movies. Why don't they remake Logan's Run? Have you guys seen Logan's Run?
Never heard of it.
Logan's Run? No.
Dude, it's a movie made in the 70s. It's really cool because it's basically same idea, you know.
Is it about Wolverine?
No, no, dude.
Wrong Logan.
Okay, so basically, I don't know if you. It's this society, very utopian. Everybody's so, you know, into. What are you doing, dude?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
And they're so like perfect society. But once your clock ticks, it means it's time for you to go to carousel. And basically, I guess nobody ages past 30 years old. So once you turn 30, it's like, oh, it's your time to go to carousel. And basically that decides whether you stay at the society or are transferred somewhere else.
Like that Justin Timberlake movie.
I was about to say, didn't they make a movie something like that?
It's very similar.
I haven't seen it, by the way.
That is pretty good.
Pretty good?
But basically, you know, there's no carousel. It just means that they're going to kill you. And there's this guy named Logan, who's the one that kills you. And, you know, and he's so used to doing it all the time, you know, and blah, blah, blah. But then his clock starts ticking and he knows what's coming. Yeah. And with all these movies, that would be like the perfect remake.
That sounds like an interesting story, but I think there's like 4, maybe 5 movies that already kind of took that theme.
But that's what you need, the original.
The Island. Remember The Island?
Oh yeah, that
one was kind of
Ewan McGregor, our favorite actor.
That Michael Bay movie. That's one of my favorite Michael Bay movies.
That reminds me of that one. There was another one that came on not that long ago. The Runner. I think it was called The Runner.
Yeah, Maze Runner.
Maze Runner, something
yeah.
like that.
Same
Yeah.
thing, same
Same
idea.
concept
yeah.
where your time is you just get kicked out and you gotta survive.
I think they come in generational waves. These types of fads in movies. For example, a while back we had the fad where we get zombie movies,
Fast and the Furious movies.
and then you get
That's an ongoing phase.
and then you get like the Rebel Without a Cause type of movies. And then you get like the CEO type of movies where all people want to see is like these CEO type of movies where power, money, respect stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And then you go through another phase where you go like through the rebel against society type of movies where it's just a bunch of stuff like that happens. And I think this is part of the fad that we're going through right now. Not a fad, but kind of like the era of
It
like
depends what hits.
We're in the
because
superheroes era right now.
it definitely does depend what hits because whatever's going on the outside world, it kind of influences the likes and dislikes of people. Because yeah, a couple of years ago, nothing but zombies. That's all that it was. Zombies, Resident Evil, end of the world kind of thing, and like that was all that was it.
Which, by the way, speaking of zombies, Fear the Walking Dead, new show, starting pretty soon. I believe it's in August this month.
Does that have anything to do with The Walking Dead?
It's a prequel.
Okay.
And it happens in LA. It pretty much shows how the virus started.
Sweet.
So it'd be pretty interesting.
No, that is
Spin-off.
Yeah, it's cool.
While The Walking Dead is still ongoing.
Sweet.
Which, you know.
So it kind of gives you what happened and what's going on.
they should do a spin-off of what's going on in like other countries, I think.
While that is
Like,
going on.
Yeah, like a spin-off with like Jackie Chan, you know? Like that would be cool.
But he'd be like beating up zombies and like
Yes.
And his hand hurting like
he'd like punch a zombie and he punches like the jaw off and he's
yeah. Or what if you have a guy like Ricky Ho? Remember Ricky Ho?
like, that was a ridiculously.
Ricky Ho.
Yeah, man. Where that guy just like
I think it was actually Ricky.
punches
Not
through
Ho.
the guy's face.
Ricky Ho. I like Ricky Ho.
Did you ever see that movie?
No.
Dude,
Oh man.
I have to see it apparently.
you have to.
Yeah, dude. You gotta check it out.
Yeah, it's like ridiculously
It's like-
awesome.
Ultra violent.
That guy's got a lot of guts. That was like one of the best parts.
Yeah. It was like Dragon Ball Z before they can even make a Dragon Ball Z movie.
No.
Because it was just so over the top.
It was
just so
it
ridiculous.
was a comic book that they made into a live action.
Oh, it was a
Kinda like
comic?
It was
City.
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't know that.
But Fist of the North Star, right? You
It
know,
was kind of
right?
like
you know how
that.
they
Yeah.
punch the hell through
Yeah,
people's
yeah,
chests.
yeah, yes.
That,
Oh god.
but 80s gore
Totally
and
like. It was like the Toxic Avenger meets like Fist of the North Star.
Dude.
yeah, it was ridiculously
It was-
awesome.
It was like way over the top.
And it was in prison, so all this happens
Yeah.
in prison.
Yeah, that
It was
movie.
nuts.
Now there's a remake they should make. There's a remake they should make for sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Daddy's Game Time. I'm your host Leo, along with
Rick,
and
Francisco.
if you like our show, please visit us at www.daddysgametime.com.
Twitter at Daddy's Game Time.
And Facebook.com/thatisgametime.
And as we've said before, if you like our shirts, tell them punch.
You can get them at
Punch.
thatisgametime.com/merchandise. We have many more designs, many colors, many styles, women's, men's, and also we have sweaters. Those are a little more expensive, but they're really good quality.
Don't forget about the babies.
Sweet. Oh, babies too. See? Even leaves with the
Babies.
all over it. Yes.
Babies.
Enjoy your entertainment and love your families, folks.